My dear friends, imagine, if you will, a world where everything you desire manifests at precisely the right moment. A world where your deepest wishes and grandest dreams unfold with perfect timing, orchestrated by a division intelligence far greater than our limited human understanding. This is not mere fantasy, but the very nature of our reality when we align ourselves with the eternal truth of our being. Tonight we shall explore the profound concept of divine timing and how it relates to the manifestation of our desires. We will delve into the depths of consciousness and uncover the power that lies dormant within each of us, the power to shape our reality through the creative use of our imagination. Let us begin by understanding that time, as we perceive it in our physical world, is but an illusion. In the realm of spirit, where all creation originates, there is no past, no future, only the eternal now. It is in this timeless dimension that all possibilities exist simultaneously, waiting to be brought into our experience through the power of our consciousness. Many of you may be wondering, but Nebel, if all possibilities exist now, why don't I see my desires manifesting immediately? The answer, my friends, lies in the divine wisdom that governs the unfolding of our lives. Just as a seed planted in the ground requires time to germinate, grow, and blossom into a beautiful flower, our desires too have their own perfect timing for manifestation. Consider for a moment the intricate tapestry of your life. Every experience, every encounter, every seeming obstacle or delay is a vital thread in this grand design. What may appear as a setback or a period of waiting is, in truth, a necessary preparation for the fulfillment of your desire. It is during these times that we are being molded, refined, and made ready to receive that which we have asked for. Let me share with you a principle that has transformed countless lives. Assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. This simple yet profound teaching is the key to aligning yourself with the divine timing of your desires. When you assume the feeling of already possessing or experiencing that which you seek, you set in motion the forces of creation. You are in essence planting the seed of your desire in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind. But here's where many falter. They plant the seed, and then in their impatience, they dig it up repeatedly to check if it's growing. My friends, would you do this with a physical seed in your garden? Of course not. You would plant it, water it, and then trust in the natural process of growth. The same principle applies to the seeds of your desires. Trust is the water that nourishes the seeds of your imagination. It does not waver in faith that what you have conceived in your mind and felt in your heart is already yours in the realm of spirit. This trust allows you to release the anxiety, the doubt, and the constant question of when and how your desire will manifest. Now let us explore the concept of divine timing more deeply. In the infinite wisdom of the universe, there is a perfect orchestration of events leading to the fulfillment of your desires. This divine timing takes into account not only your individual readiness, but also the intricate web of circumstances and people involved in bringing your desired fruition. Imagine, if you will, that you desire a specific job or position. You may feel ready for it now, but perhaps the person currently holding that position needs more time to complete their own journey, or perhaps certain skills or experiences are yet to be acquired, which will make you not just suitable, but exceptional in that role. The divine timing ensures that when you step into that position, it will be at the absolute perfect moment for all involved. This is where patience becomes a virtue of immense power. Patience in this context is not a passive waiting, but an active state of joyful expectation. It is a calm assurance that your good is on its way, coupled with the wisdom to enjoy and make the most of your present moment. Remember, my dear friends, that your external reality is but a reflection of your internal state. If you find yourself constantly anxious, frustrated, or doubting the arrival of your desire, you are inadvertently pushing it away. These negative states of consciousness create resistance and delay in the manifestation process. Instead, cultivate a state of peaceful acceptance and gratitude. Be thankful for what you have now and for what is on its way. This attitude of gratitude aligns you with a frequency of abundance and opens you up to receive even more goodness in your life. Let me share with you a powerful technique to reinforce your trust in divine timing. Each night as you lay in bed, review your day as if all your desires have already been fulfilled. See yourself living the life you dream of, feeling the emotions associated with having your wishes granted. As you drift off to sleep in this state of fulfillment, you are impressing these images and feelings upon your subconscious mind, which knows no difference between what is imagined and what is real in the physical world. This nightly practice consistently applied will begin to shift your entire consciousness. You will find yourself naturally aligning with the circumstances and opportunities that lead to the manifestation of your desires. Doors will open, seeming coincidences will occur, and you will marvel at the perfection of the divine plan unfolding in your life. Now let us address a common concern. Many of you may be thinking, but what if I've been waiting for years? What if I've lost hope? My dear friends, let me assure you that it's never too late. The power to change your life exists in this very moment. Your past thoughts and beliefs have created your present circumstances, but your present thoughts and beliefs are creating your future. If you have been waiting for a long time, it simply means that you have been out of alignment with your desire. Perhaps you have been focusing on the lack, the absence of what you want, rather than the presence of it in your imagination. Remember, what you focus on expands. If you focus on waiting and lacking, you will experience more waiting and lacking. The solution is simple, yet it requires practice and persistence. Shift your focus entirely to the feeling of having a desire, but do it live from the end as if your wish has already come true. There's not denial of your current reality, but rather a conscious choice to align with a new reality that you prefer. Understand that every moment is a new opportunity to align with your desires. The power of now cannot be overstated. It is in this present moment that you have the ability to choose your thoughts, your feelings, and consequently, your reality. The past does not define you unless you allow it to. Your future is not determined by your history, but by your imagination and your faith. Let us now explore the concept of divine timing in relation to the law of attraction. Many teachings focus solely on the power of positive thinking and visualization, but they often overlook the crucial element of divine timing. While it's true that our thoughts and feelings are creative forces, the manifestation of our desires is not always instantaneous. This delay between our wish and its fulfillment serves a higher purpose. It allows for the perfect alignment of all elements necessary for the realization of our desire. It also provides us with the opportunity to grow, to become the person capable of receiving and maintaining the state we desire. Consider this: if every wish were instantly granted, we would miss out on the valuable lessons and growth that come from the journey. The process of manifestation is as important as the end result. It shapes us, refines our character, and deepens our understanding of ourselves and the universe. Moreover, instant manifestation could be chaotic and potentially harmful. In our limited human perspective, we may desire things that are not in our best interest or the best interest of others. The divine timing ensures that our desires manifest in a way that serves the highest good for all involved. This brings us to an important point: the alignment of our will with the divine will. When we trust in divine timing, we are essentially surrendering our limited human perspective to a higher wisdom. This doesn't mean we become passive or fatalistic. On the contrary, we become active co-creators with the divine, allaying our thoughts, feelings, and actions with our desires while remaining open to guidance and synchronicities. The art of allowing is a crucial aspect of trusting in divine timing. Many of us have been conditioned to believe that we must struggle and strive to make things happen. We think that if we're not constantly doing something, we're not progressing. But in truth, some of the most powerful manifestation occurs when we step back and allow the universe to work its magic. Allowing doesn't mean inaction. It means inspired action. When you're in alignment with your desire and trusting in divine timing, you'll feel naturally inspired to certain actions. These actions will feel effortless and joyful, unlike the forced and stressful actions that come from a place of lack and desperation. Let's explore this further with an example. Suppose you desire a loving romantic relationship. The conventional approach might be to frantically search for a partner, going on numerous dates, and feeling increasingly frustrated with each disappointment. But when you trust in divine timing, your approach is entirely different. You begin by assuming feeling of being in a loving, reliving relationship. You appreciate and love yourself fully, knowing that you are complete and all on your own. You engage in activities that bring you joy and fulfillment. You cultivate meaningful friendships and connections. In essence, you become the person who is ready for the relationship you desire. From this place of self, love and fulfillment, you remain open to many new people, but without the desperate energy of needing to find the one. You trust that the right person will come into your life at the perfect time, and openness when you least expect it, and love find you. This principle applies to all areas of life: career, finances, health, personal growth. When you combine the power of your imagination with trust in divine timing, you set the stage for miraculous manifestations. Now, I want to address those of you who may be facing challenging circumstances. Perhaps you're dealing with financial hardship, health issues, or relationship problems. It's easy to feel discouraged and wonder why your desires haven't manifested yet. But I urge you to see these challenges as opportunities for growth and preparation. Every experience, no matter how difficult, carries within it the seed of an equivalent or greater benefit. Your current circumstances are not your final destination. They are stepping stones to your desired reality. Use this time to deepen your faith, to practice living from the end, and to cultivate gratitude for what you do have. Remember, the outside world is a reflection of your inner world. If you want to change your circumstances, start by changing your inner conversation. Instead of focusing on what's wrong, direct your attention to what's right. Instead of complaining about what you lack, appreciate what you have. This shift in focus will begin to transform your reality from the inside out. Trust that everything is working out for your highest good, even if you can't see it right now. The universe has a plan far greater than anything you could have been for yourself. Your job is not to figure it all out, but to keep your vibration high and your faith strong. Let's delve deeper in the mechanics of manifestation of divine timing. Understanding this process can help strengthen your trust and patience as you wait for your desires to materialize. Everything in the universe is energy, vibrating at different frequencies. Your thoughts and feelings emit specific vibrations that attract experiences of matching frequencies. This is the essence of the law of attraction. When you hold a desire in your mind and heart, you are emitting a specific frequency into the universe. Now, here's the divine timing comes into play. The filament of your desire requires the I minus energies and circumstances. It's like a cosmic dance where multiple elements need to come together in perfect harmony. This alignment doesn't always happen instantly, which is why there's often a gap between your wish and manifestation. During this gap, it's crucial to maintain your faith and continue to emit the frequency of your desire. Many people make the mistake of getting discouraged during this period and reverting to lower vibrational states of doubt, fear, or frustration. This misalignment can delay or even prevent the manifestation of their desire. Instead, view this gap as a gestation period. Just as a baby needs time to develop in the womb before it's ready to be born, your desire needs time to gather all the necessary elements for its physical manifestation. Trust that during this time, unseen forces are at work, orchestrating events and aligning circumstances in your favor. Moreover, this period of waiting is not meant to be passive. It's an active time of preparation and alignment. Use this time to become the person who is capable of receiving and maintaining your desire. If you're manifesting financial abundance, for instance, use this time to develop better money management skills. If you're manifesting a loving relationship, work on self-love and emotional healing. Remember, the universe doesn't give you what you want. It gives you what you are. By embodying the qualities and vibration of your desire, you become a perfect match for its manifestation. Now let's address another important aspect of divine timing, the concept of divine order. Sometimes we may be fixated on a specific desire, not realizing that the universe has something even better in store for us. Trust that if something you desire is delayed or doesn't manifest, it's because something more aligned with your highest good is on its way. This requires a level of surrender and trust that can be challenging for our ego-driven minds. We like to be in control, to know exactly what's going to happen and when, but true mastery lies in surrendering to the flow of life while maintaining a clear vision of what we desire. Imagine you're floating down a river. You can see your destination in the distance, but instead of frantically paddling and exhausting yourself, you allow the current to carry you. You make small adjustments to stay on course, but fundamentally you trust in the flow of the river. This is how we should approach the manifestation of our desires. Clear intention combined with trust and allowance. Let's now explore some practical techniques to strengthen your trust in different time. The first is mindfulness meditation. By practicing present moment awareness, you learn to detach from anxious thoughts about the future or regrets about the past. This allows you to fully inhabit the now where all your power lies. Another powerful technique is visualization. Spend time each day vividly imagining your desire as already fulfilled. Engage all your senses in this exercise. What do you see? What do you hear? What do you feel? The more real you can make it in your mind, the more you impress this reality upon your subconscious. Affirmations can also be incredibly effective. Create positive statements that reinforce your trust in divine timing. For example, everything is unfolding perfectly to divine timing. I trust the process of life. My good comes to me at the right time in the right way. Repeat these affirmations regularly, especially when you feel doubt or impatience creeping in. Gratitude is another crucial practice. By appreciating what you already have, you shift your vibration to one of abundance and receptivity. This makes you more aligned with the frequency where it desires. Each day, time to acknowledge the good in your life, no matter how small it may seem. Journaling can be a powerful tool for maintaining faith and tracking your progress. Write about your desires as if they've already manifested. Detail the emotions you feel, the experiences you're having. This not only impresses these experiences upon your subconscious, but also serves as a record of your journey, which you can look back on to see how far you've come. Now I want to address a common pitfall many fall into when working with the law of attraction and divine timing, the trap of constant monitoring. Just as you wouldn't dig up a seed every day to check its progress, you shouldn't constantly be checking for signs of your desire manifesting. This constant checking comes from a place of doubt and lack, which can actually push your desire further away. Instead, once you clearly set your intention and align your energy with your desire, release it. Trust that it's on its way and go about your life with joy and purpose. This doesn't mean you become completely detached or indifferent to your desire. It means you have such unshakable faith in its manifestation that you don't need constant reassurance. You know it's coming just as surely as you know the sun will rise tomorrow. Another important to remember is that divine timing often works in ways we don't expect. Sometimes what looks like a setback or a delay is actually setting the stage for something far greater than we initially imagined. Trust that even if things aren't unfolding exactly as you envisioned, they are unfolding for your highest good. For instance, you might be manifesting a new job. You apply for what you think is your dream position, only to be rejected. This might seem like a failure or a sign that your manifestation isn't working. But perhaps this rejection is actually redirecting you to an even better opportunity that you weren't even aware of. Trust the process, even when it doesn't make sense to your logical mind. It's also crucial to maintain a state of receptivity. Often we become so fixated on how we think our desire should manifest that we miss the signs and opportunities the universe is presenting. Stay open to unexpected possibilities. Your desire might come in a package you didn't anticipate. Remember, the universe often exceeds our limited imagination. What you're manifesting might be far greater than what you initially conceived. By staying open and receptive, you allow the universe to surprise and delight you with its infinite creativity. Now let's talk about the role of action in the manifestation process. While trust and allowing are crucial, they don't need the need for action. The key word here is inspired. When you're in alignment with your desire and trusting in divine timing, you'll feel naturally inspired to take certain actions. These inspired actions feel good. They energize you rather than drain you. They feel like flowing with a current rather than swimming against it. Pay attention to these impulses and act on them. They are often the universe's way of guiding you towards the fulfillment of your desire. However, be wary of action taken from a place of fear or lack. If you find yourself frantically trying to make something happen out of fear, then it won't manifest. Otherwise, step back. Reconnect with your trust in divine timing. Remind yourself that everything is working out perfectly, even if you can't see how right now. Another important aspect of divine timing is the concept of divine order. Sometimes we're fixated on a specific desire, not realizing that the universe has something even better in store for us. Trust that if something you desire is delayed or doesn't manifest, it's because something more aligned with your highest good is on its way. This requires a level of surrender that can be challenging for our ego-driven minds. We like to be in control, to know exactly what's going to happen and when. But true mastery lies in surrendering to the flow of life while maintaining a clear vision of what we desire. Consider this. Have you ever looked back on a disappointment or perceived failure in your life, only to realize later that it led you to something far better? Something far better. This is divine order in action. What seemed like a setback at the time was actually a setup for something greater. Cultivating trust in divine timing also involves the development of impatience. In our fast-paced instant gratification, society can feel like a lost art. But patience is not passive waiting. It's active trust. It's the calm assurance that everything is unfolding as it should. Think of patience as a muscle that needs to be exercised. Each time you choose trust over anxiety, each time you choose to enjoy the present moment instead of hating on the future, you're strengthening your patience muscle. Remember, every master was once a beginner. If you find it challenging to trust in divine timing, be gentle with yourself. Like any skill, this trust grows with practice. Start small. Practice trusting in small, everyday matters before tackling your biggest desires. As you deepen your trust in divine timing, you'll notice a profound shift in your overall well-being. Anxiety about the future diminishes. You'll find more joy in the present moment. Your relationships improve as you release the need to control outcomes. You become more resilient in the face of attachment setbacks, knowing that everything is working out for your highest good. Moreover, this trust opens you up to receiving more good than you ever imagined. When you release the tight grip of control and open yourself to the infinite possibilities of the universe, miracles become your new normal. In conclusion, my dear friends, remember that everything you desire will indeed come at the right time. Trust in the divine timing of your life. Know that the universe is working tirelessly on your behalf, orchestrating events and aligning circumstances for the fulfillment of your desires. Your job is to hold steady in your faith, to live each day from the state of your wish fulfilled, and to remain open and receptive to the infinite ways your good can come to you. Trust, allow, and watch in awe as the magic of life unfolds before you. Every desire you hold in your heart, is a promise of its fulfillment. The very fact that you can conceive it means it's possible for you. Your desires are not random, they are divine inspirations, calling you toward your highest expression.
I want you to listen carefully, for what I am about to share with you is of utmost importance. It is the key that unlocks the door, extremes, the bridge that spans the chasm between your current reality and the life you've always imagined. Are you ready to embark on this transformative journey? Are you prepared to witness the miraculous unfoldment of your desires? Then let us begin. First, understand that if the world we perceive with our physical senses is but a shadow, a reflection of a greater reality that exists within us. This inner world, this realm of imagination, is the true source of all that we experience in our outer world, is the workshop wherein we craft our destinies, the sacred space where we come in with the divine. Consider for a moment the nature of your desires. What is it that you truly want? Is it wealth beyond measure, perfect health, a loving relationship, a filling room? I want you to know that it already exists within you. Yes, you heard me correctly. Everything you want, everything you've ever dreamed of is already a part of you, waiting to be recognized, waiting to be brought forth into expression. You see, my dear friends, we live in a universe of possibilities. Every conceivable state, every potential experience already exists in what I call the dimensionally larger world of which we are all a part. Your task then is not to create these desires anew, but to select them, to choose them from the infinite array of possibilities that surround you at every moment. But how, you may ask, do we make this selection? How do we bring forth our desires from the realm of potential into the world of actuality? The answer, my friends, lands in the power of your imagination. For it is through the faculty of imagination that we connect with the dimensionally larger world, that we tap into the infinite void of all possibilities. Imagination, you see, is not a frivolous faculty meant only for children and artists. No, imagination is the very substance of reality. It is, as William Blake so eloquently put it, the real and eternal world of which this vegetable universe is but a faint shadow when you imagine. You are engaging in the highest form of activity. You are literally shaping the substance of your reality. Now let us delve deeper into the mechanics of this process. When I say that everything you want is about to appear all at once, I am not speaking metaphorically. I have literal truth about the nature of manifestation. You see, in the realm of imagination, in the dimensionally larger world, there is no time as we understand it in our physical experience. All possibilities exist simultaneously, eternally present in what we might call divine now. When your desire fulfilled, when you assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled, you are not creating something new. Rather, you are selecting a state, a version of reality that already exists. You are tuning your consciousness to a particular frequency, aligning your civic possibility for an infinite array that surrounds you. This is why I often speak of the importance of living in the end. By this, I mean that you must assume the consciousness, the feeling, the inner conviction of already being or having that which you desire. For your truth realm of imagination, you already have everything you could ever want. Your task is simply to align your consciousness with this truth. Let me give you an example to illustrate this point. Suppose you desire financial abundance. Instead of focusing on your current lack and the bills that need to be paid or the debts that weigh upon you, I urge you to assume the feeling of already being financially free. Feel the relief, the joy, the sense of security that comes with having more than enough. Live from that state. Make it your new reality and imagination. As you do this, persist in this assumption, you will begin to notice changes in your outer world. Opportunities will arise. Unexpected sources of income will appear. Your entire financial situation will begin to shift. And here's the crucial point. These changes are not caused by your imaginal act. Rather, they are the outer manifestation, the shadow of the shift that has already occurred within you. This is what I mean when I say that everything you want is about to appear all at once. In the moment that you truly assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled, that you align your consciousness with the desired state, you have already received it. The outer manifestation is simply catching up to the inner reality you have chosen. Now, I can sense that some of you may be skeptical. I've tried visualization, I've tried positive thinking, and nothing has changed to this. I say, examine carefully the nature of your imaginal acts. Are you truly living from the end? Are you fully embodying the state of your wish fulfilled? Or are you simply wishing, hoping, yearning for a change? You see, there is a world of difference between mere wishing and the kind of imaginative act one I'm describing. Wishing implies lack. It reinforces the absence of your desire. When you with the feeling of the wish fulfilled. When you live from the end, you are acknowledging the presence of your desire. You are aligning with this reality. Moreover, you must persist in your assumption. The Bible tells us to pray without ceasing. And this is what is meant by instruction. A prayer is not a verbal petition to some external deity. Your prayer is the feeling, the inner conviction of already being or having that which you desire. And you must hold to this feeling, this conviction, regardless of any garden contradictions in your outer world. This brings us to another crucial point, the importance of detachment. When I say that everything you want is about to appear all at once, I do not mean that you should anxiously await its arrival, constantly checking to see if it is manifested. Such behavior only reinforces the sense of lack, the feeling of not yet having your desire. Instead, you must cultivate a sense of calm certainty, a quiet confidence that your desire is already yours. This is what is meant by the biblical injunction to be still and know, a God in the stillness of your imagination, in the quiet certainty of your assumption. You are God in the act of creation. Let us explore this concept further. When you truly understand that everything you want is about to appear all at once, you will find their entire relationship with desire changes. No longer will you be consumed by anxious longing, by the feeling of lack or want. Instead, you will experience a profound sense of fulfillment, a deep inner peace that comes from knowing that all is well, that all your desires are realized in the realm of imagination. This shift in consciousness is transformative. It liberates you from the tyranny of external circumstances, from the ups and downs of worldly events. For when you know that everything you want is about to appear all at once, when you live from this truth, you become impervious, immune to discouragement. Consider for a moment how this understanding might change your daily life. Imagine waking up each morning with the unshakable conviction that this day holds infinite possibilities, that everything you've ever wanted is on the verge of manifestation. How move through your day? How would you interact with others? How would you respond to challenges? You would, I submit, move through your day with grace and ease, with a sense of joyful anticipation. You would interact with others from a place of abundance, of generosity, knowing that your good is assured. You would face challenges not as obstacles, but as opportunities for growth, as stepping stones on the path to your desired end. This, my friends, is the true power of living from the end, of assuming the feeling of wish fulfilled. is not merely a technique for manifesting specific desires, though it certainly can be used for that purpose. More fundamentally, it is a way of being in the world, a state of consciousness that aligns you with the creative power of the universe itself. Now, some of you may be wondering about the mechanics of this process. How, you might ask, does our inner state affect our outer reality? The answer lies in the nature of consciousness itself. You see, consciousness is the only reality. The world you perceive with your theosis is not separate from you. It is an extension of your consciousness, a projection of your consciousness. This is why I often say that there is no such thing as an external cause. All causes are mental. Your outer world, your experiences, your circumstances are all for such your inner state. When you change your inner state, when you assume a new state of consciousness, your outer world must change to reflect this new inner reality. This is not magic, though it may seem magical to those who do not understand the law. It is simply the way the universe operates. It is the law of consciousness, the fundamental principle underlying all creation. And it is this law that ensures that everything you want is about to appear all at once. But let us be clear when I say that everything appear all at once. I do not necessarily mean that all your desires will manifest simultaneously in your physical reality. The timing and manner of the outer manifestation are not for you to determine. Your task is simply to maintain the inner state, to live from the end, persist that your desire is already fulfilled. The outer manifestation will take care of itself. It will unfold in perfect timing, in a way that is in harmony with the totality of your being and the greater good of all. Your job is not to manipulate external circumstances, but to maintain the feeling of the wish fulfilled. This brings us to another important point, the role of action in this process. Some may interpret this teaching as an invitation to passivity, as suggesting that we need not take any action in the physical world. This is a misunderstanding. Action is a vital part of creative process, but it must be inspired action, action that flows naturally from your assumed state. When you truly live from the end, when you fully embody the state of your wish fulfilled, you will find yourself naturally inspired the right actions. These actions will not feel like effort or struggle. They will feel natural, effortless, as if you are being guided by an invisible hand. This is because in a very real sense you are being guided. By assuming the state of your wish fulfilled, you are aligning yourself with the power of the universe. You are tapping into a wisdom that far exceeds your limited conscious mind. And this wisdom will guide you, will inspire you to take the perfect actions to bring about the manifestation of your desire. So do not worry about what you should do it. Focus instead on the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Live from that state, and the right actions will present themselves to you at the perfect time. This is the true meaning of seeking first the kunda prayo, the innocent of external actions. Now, I want to address a question that often arises when I discuss these principles. Some may ask, but Wayne, what about the desires of others? What if what I want conflicts with what someone else wants? This is a natural concern, but arises from a understanding of the nature of consciousness and creation. You see, in the dimensionally larger world, in the realm of pure possibility, there is no conflict. All desires can be fulfilled. All states can be realized without impinging on the desires or states of others. It is only in our linear perspective we experience conflict and scarcity. When you assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled, when you live from the end, you are not taking anything away from anyone else. You are simply aligning yourself with a version of reality where your desire is fulfilled. And in that state, everyone else's desires are fulfilled as well in a way that is in perfect harmony with the whole. This is why I often say that there is no competition in the kingdom of God. In the realm of imagination, in the dimensionally larger world, there is infinite abundance. There is one enough for everyone. Your good does not come at the expense of another's good. In fact, as you realize your desires, as you manifest your good, you are contributing to the good of all. So do not hesitate to imagine freely, to assume the state of your wish fulfilled, regardless of how it might appear to affect others. Trust in the wisdom of the universe, in the perfect outworking of the law. Know that as you align yourself with your desires, you are aligning yourself with the highest good for all concerned. This understanding liberates you from guilt, from the fear of being selfish or greedy. It allows you to desire boldly, to imagine grandly, knowing that your good is part of the greater good, that your fulfillment contributes to the fulfillment of all. Now let us delve in deeper to mechanics of manifestation. When I say that everything you want is about to appear all at once, I am pointing to a fundamental truth about the nature of time and consciousness. You see, in the realm of imagination, in the dimensionally larger world that have extended in our physical experience, all states, all possibilities exist simultaneously in what we might call an eternal now. When you imagine your desire fulfilled, when you assume the feeling of wish fulfilled, you are not creating something new in the future. You are selecting a state that already exists. You are tuning your consciousness to a reality that is already present in the eternal now. This is why the feeling is so crucial. The feeling is the secret, the bridge between the world of imagination and the world of physical experience. When you capture the feeling of the wish fulfilled, when you embody the state of having or being what you desire, you are literally stepping into that reality. You are aligning your consciousness with the version or and has what you want. And here's the miraculous part. The moment you do this, the moment you truly capture that feeling and hold to it, everything begins to shift. The entire universe reconfigures itself to match your new inner state. It is not metaphor or poetic license. It is a literal description of how reality operates. The outer world you see is nothing more than a shadow, a reflection of your inner state. As you change your inner state, as you assume a new state of consciousness, your outer world must change to reflect this new reality. It has no choice. It is simply following the law of consciousness, the fundamental principle that underlays all creation. This is why persistence is so crucial. When you first assume a new state, when you first capture the feeling of the wish fulfilled, your outer world may not immediately reflect this change. This is because there's often a time lag between the inner shift and its outer manifestation. During this period, it may seem as if nothing is happening. The temptation may be to give up, to conclude that it's not working. But this is precisely when you must hold to your assumption, when you must persist in the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Remember, the outer world is catching up to your new inner reality. Everything is in motion. Everything is shifting to align with your new state. But this rearrangement takes time in our physical experience. You tatas, regardless of any apparent contradictions in your outer world. This is what is meant by living by faith. Faith, in this context, is not blind belief in something unseen. It is the evidence of things not seen with the physical eye, but perceived clearly with the eye imagination. It is the unwavering conviction that what you have imagined, what you have assumed in consciousness, is already a reality. As you persist in this faith, as you hold fast to the feeling of the wish fulfilled, you will begin to notice changes in your outer world. At first, these changes may be subtle. You might notice small synchronicities, seemingly chance encounters, or events that align with your desire. These are signs that the law is working, that the universe is responding to your new state. As you continue to persist, these changes will become more pronounced. Shall arise. Circumstances will shift. People will enter or exit your life, all in perfect alignment with your assumed state. And then often when you least expect it, your desire will manifest fully in your physical reality. This is what I mean when I say you one is about to appear all at once. In the moment that you truly assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled, in the instant that you align your consciousness with the desired state, you have already received it. The outer manifestation is simply catching up to the inner reality you have chosen. Now, I want to address a common misconception about this process. Some may interpret this teaching as suggesting that we can manipulate reality to our whim, that we can force the universe to give us whatever we want. This is a misunderstanding of the law. You see, the law of consciousness is not about imposing your will on the universe. It's about aligning yourself with the creative power of the universe. It's about recognizing your oneness with the source of all creation and allowing that power to express itself through you. When you imagine your desire fulfilled, when you assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled, you are not forcing anything. You are simply choosing a state, selecting a version of reality that already exists in the dimensionally larger world. You are aligning your consciousness a particular possibility from the infinite array that surrounds you. This alignment is not an act of force or will. It is an act of surrender, of allowing. You are surrendering your limited personal will to the greater will of your divine self, your true self that is one creative power of the universe. This is why the state of relaxation is so important in this work. When you are relaxed, when you are in a state of allowing, you open yourself to the infinite possibilities that surround you. You become receptive to the guidance of your higher self, to the will of the universe. So as you imagine your desire fulfilled, as you assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled, do so with a sense of ease, of relaxation. Don't strain, don't force. Simply allow yourself to sink into the feeling, to become one with the state you desire. This state of relaxed allowance is the fertile soil in which your desires take root and grow. It is the state in which miracles occur, in which the seemingly impossible becomes possible. It is the state in which everything you want appears all at once. Now let us consider another aspect of this principle. When I say that everything you want is about to appear all at once, I am not just referring to material desires or external circumstances. This principle applies equally to inner states, to qualities of experiencing the world. Perhaps what you truly want is not a specific thing or circumstance, but a state of being. Perhaps you want to experience more love, more joy, more peace in your life. The principle remains the same. Assume the feeling of being loving, joyful, peaceful. Shift from that to you embody it fully in your imagination. As you do this, as you persist in this assumption, you will find that your entire experience of life begins to shift. You will attract experiences, people, circumstances that reflect and reinforce your assumed state. You will begin to see the world through new eyes, to experience reality in a new way. This is the true power of imagination. It is not just about manifesting external things or circumstances. It is about shaping your entire experience of reality, about choosing the state of consciousness from which you love your life. And here's a profound truth. As you elevate your state of consciousness, as you align yourself with higher states of being, you naturally attract experiences that match that state. The things and circumstances desired may manifest, but you may find that they no longer hold the same importance for you. This is because you have aligned yourself with something greater than mere material possessions or external circumstances. You have aligned yourself with the creative power of the universe itself. You have recognized your true nature as a divine being, capable of shaping reality through the power of your imagination. This recognition, this alignment with your true self, is the ultimate goal of all desire. It is the consciousness which everything you want appears all at once, because you recognize that you already are everything you could ever want to be. In this state, desire itself is transformed. No longer do self replace a lack or want. Instead, your desires become expressions of your divine nature, ways of bringing more love, more joy, more beauty into the world. Your life becomes a constant act of creation, a continuous unfoldment of infinite possibilities. This, my dear friends, is the potential that lies within each of you. It is the birthright of every human being, the true purpose of our existence. We are here to recognize our divine nature, to align ourselves with the creative power of the universe, and to express that power through imagination. As you lead today, I urge you to carry this truth with you. Remember that everything you want is about to appear all at once. Not because you are going to receive something you lack, but because you are about to recognize what you already are, what from this truth. Assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled in every moment. Persist in your assumption regardless of any apparent contradictions in your outer world. Know that you do this, you are aligning yourself with the creative power of the universe. You are stepping into your true identity as a divine being. And as you do this, watch in wonder as your world transforms, as everything you've ever wanted begins to appear in your experience, not as something separate from you, but as a natural expression of who you truly are, is within you. Everything you could ever want or need already exists within you. Your task is simply to recognize this truth, to live from it, to express it in your daily life. So go forth with confidence, with joy, with unshakable known everything you want is about to appear all at once. For in truth it already has. You simply need to open your eyes to adjust your vision, to see the miraculous reality that surrounds you at every moment. This, my friends, the promise and the power of your imagination. This is the truth of who you are and what you are capable of. Embrace it fully, live from it completely, and watch in awe as your life becomes a living testament to the creative power that resides within you. Thank you for your attentiveness to these truths. May you create miracles in your life and in the world around you. For you are the miracle, you are the power. You are the divine expressing itself in human form. Everything you want is about to appear all at once because you are about to recognize are everything you could ever want to be.